Joe, Rhett Lashlee had some things that he had to okay, here we go.
Yeah, no worries.
Joe, there were some really big words that Rhett Lashlee said today at ACC Media Day, saying that the SEC has had 6 schools to win the conference since 1964. Your thoughts on Rhett Lashlee's comments of the SEC being very top-heavy?
Whole premise that he was trying to put out there, Blake, is that the SEC's top-heavy, that there's no depth. That was his words exactly. This is a straw man argument. He is trying to use information that supports his claim, meanwhile ignoring all of the other variables and traits that go into shaping out what a deep conference is. No mention of draft picks, no mentions of strength of schedule, the average strength of schedule that these teams see. Yeah, the same 6 teams have won the conference since 1964, but there has been a diverse group of teams that have been in the top 4 and 5 of the conference in that span. But let's take a look at how the ACC compares if we really want to get down to brass tacks. Since 2011, 3 teams have won the ACC. Pitt is the only one that's not named Florida State
or Clemson.
Or Clemson, sorry. Pitt 2021, and that was during a very wonky year.
Shout out Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, shout out Kenny Pickett. Last draft in 2025, the SEC had 79 draft picks. The ACC had 42. SMU, who reached the ACC championship game and lost, by the way, important to note there, had the same amount of draft picks as Kentucky and Oklahoma, who finished second to last and third to last in the SEC. That was 2 draft picks. Lastly, 2 of the teams that have won the ACC in this very diverse conference that you claim, I guess it is diverse to say that teams from other conferences have won your damn conference. Maryland has 7 ACC titles since 1964. South Carolina even has an ACC title since 1969. So you're claiming...
Go ahead, sorry.
Well, I'm just saying you're claiming all this diversity, you're claiming all this depth, and I think that it's a very false narrative to be pushing that.
Joe, what's the significance of 1964? Basically, are you trying to say since JFK was president that there's only been 6 teams to win the conference?
Well, no, when was desegregation too?
I don't know. It's probably around the same time. Okay, yeah. Sounds good. What are you trying to say about the league being top heavy when literally a year ago, the ACC champion Clemson went 0 for 3 against the SEC? Newsflash, South Carolina was the 6th or 7th best team in the SEC last year based off of record. They were 7th. 7th. Because of the bowl game and LSU beating them in the regular season, Joe, they were 7th. Your champion lost to South Carolina at home. Your conference is not good. From a depth perspective, it's not good. And you're trying to take another shot at the SEC, which all today was and has been with ACC and Big Ten Media Days, has been shots at the SEC. Here's the truth. I love Rhett Lashlee. Your team had no business being in the playoff. 0. None. We went 11-1 against whomst. Okay, well, you know what? You're starting to schedule SEC teams. Joe, I don't know if you saw this. They're scheduling week 1 games against the SEC. You better win them now. You better win them. Now, since 2014, there have been 3 teams in the SEC that have won the conference. Georgia, Bama, LSU. Joe, guess who's won the conference since 2020? Or since 2000, excuse me. Florida, Auburn, LSU, Bama, Georgia. 5. There's 6 teams that have won a national title. Georgia, in their quest and being back-to-back national titles, guess what? They only have 1 SEC championship in that too. Only 1. Bama took the first one against them. What are we doing? What are we doing? If we want to do this since 1964, you do realize that the ultimate goal and ultimate prize is national championships, correct? If that is the case and the ultimate goal is to win a national title, here's something that also is very interesting. Bama, LSU, Georgia, Oklahoma, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, Auburn, and Arkansas all have won national titles since 1964. What do you mean top heavy? Joe, that's half the conference. All of those teams are half the conference. The SEC got 2 teams into the Final Four last year. 2. Or no, 1 or no, 2. No, was Georgia? No, Georgia Notre Dame was semifinal. I don't remember. No,
it was not.
No, You're right. They have consistently won national titles and have been more dominant than the ACC. What are we doing here? Like, what is this comment? Like, I don't understand the shot that's being taken here. Top heavy? 6 teams that won it since 1964? Well, guess what? Chalk in college football exists. Hey, newsflash. There are teams that have been playing in the NFL for 50 years that don't even have a Super Bowl appearance. There are teams that haven't won the Super Bowl. Is the league top heavy? When New England was winning Super Bowls and winning the AFC East every year, is it just top heavy? Because they're the best? I mean, what are we doing here? The best teams are going to continue to win. The teams with the most talent and can get the most talent are going to continue to win. I don't get to, I like Rhett Lashlee a lot. I do. But spare me coming out here talking about top heavy when your champion went 0 for 3 against the SEC last year.
I think like the main point that you brought up that like really drives this home, you're trying to paint this picture that there's only been 6 teams that have won the conference. Sure, I didn't do the math on how many ACC teams have won the conference since 1964. I was too busy looking at the other metrics that I thought were a lot more important and comparing conference play. But I don't think Rhett realizes how hard it is to have 6 different teams in the span that you mentioned to have won national titles from your conference. The Big Ten can't say that. The ACC can't say that. The Big 12 can't say that. Big 12 especially can't now say that because they're 2 national title capable teams every single year moved on to the SEC.
Yes.
So we're trying to build this argument and it's super flawed. Not to mention, Rhett, you've been a Power 4 team for a year. You've been in the ACC for a year. You're not accepting revenue from the ACC. This has been the whole theme of the day. Why do you have to go up there and take shots at other conferences?
I don't know.
Don't do it. Could you just play some freaking football? Oh my God.
Sorry. Joe, the SEC enacted the SEC championship game in 1992. It was the first championship game to ever be created. Was by the SEC. Bama, Florida, Tennessee, LSU, Georgia, Auburn have been the teams that have won the SEC since 2000 or since 1992. 6. Joe, go look how many national titles are in that. You want to know how many? It's over 15. It's over 15. Don't you dare come in. Go up against Cam Newton. Go up against Joe Burrow. Go up against Tim Tebow. Go up against that Georgia team from a couple of years ago. Go up against Tua Tagovailoa. Go up against Saban. And you're going to come up here and try to convince me that it's top heavy. Joe, I got to admit, man, this shit is becoming so soft. It really is. When you're champion that you could not, by the way, here's the best part of this. Clemson went 0 for 3 against the SEC last year, and SMU lost to Clemson. I mean, what are we doing? Like, that statement alone is so ignorant. It's so ignorant. Why in the world do I have to come out here and say that?
Right. At least have the backing of an argument that no one's heard before. He took the time to do this, and it's not even a good argument. It's a shit argument. It's a really bad argument. The team that
has the most teams in a conference that's won the championship of their conference, it's too top heavy. Hey, guess what? That 7th team in the SEC last year went into Clemson and beat your champion. Shut up.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just dumb.
It's so
dumb.
stupid. All right. Oh, good heavens to Betsy. All right. We'll see y'all soon. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Hello.